Hello, welcome to Quackalope. Thank you for being here. Today we're opening up a game that I did prototype coverage of back in the day, and I'm excited to say Lucky Duck has chosen to pick up Oros for retail distribution.
Nice.
Which is insanely exciting because, if you don't know, this is a indie little designer, indie little publisher that we said was doing good stuff before Lucky Duck swung in and decided to go ahead and confirm what we were hypothetically shouting out there into the world. So, you're welcome. Yes, the applause. Yeah, exactly. I will take full credit for the fact that Oros is I take no credit for the fact that it's a really good game, and I'm excited to open it up. This is the first time I've actually got a copy into my hands.
Awesome.
To pop open, and given that it's the holidays,
it is an opportunity for us to do a fabulous unboxing.
We're just going to hang out. We're going to open up a few games. Let's go ahead and take a look. This is Oros, which is absolutely, first off, beautiful sitting in front of the table. The prototype copy was pretty as well, but I love seeing the vibrant print and the colors and the characters and just everything shining through right here. This is a game you know almost nothing about.
I know almost nothing about it, yes.
What do you know about it?
I know that it is a strategy game. There's little luck. Yeah. There are volcanoes that you can make go boom.
Okay.
And your demigods.
Okay.
Working to control as much of this area as possible-ish.
The flavor text is amazing, and we'll get to that in just a minute, but the core premise of what Oros is doing here is, have you ever played one of those little sliding puzzle games?
Yeah, the ones where you're like trying to figure out the things and moving them around.
You're doing that combined with landscape creation, like world manipulation, paired with worker placement, and like you said, limited luck, strategic actions.
That is one of my favorites.
Well, and there could be take that here as well, which is gonna attract you to this.
Better.
More like shifting world that, less take that maybe, but let's talk about what's happening here. So this is one of the starting setups, and I know we're not like midway through a campaign or anything, but it takes a little bit to get this set up as it is. And the core idea here is you have lava that's coming out of the earth. That's adding tiles to the location. So like you'll have this place erupt, and this will be swapped out from a 1 to a 2 tile, and then all the 1 tiles will pour off into the side. You see, so all the landscape connects, and all of it continues to flood and grow. As you're adding volcanoes to the ground, you're building new places with earth and with resources on them. But then on top of that, you're able to shift all of these tiles with some of your special worker placement actions to make lands not only grow from lava, but also smash into each other, creating new higher lands. So you can combine things, like if this 3 was next to a 3 here, we could pop them together and grow it up to like a mountain space. I don't know exactly how the math works, but basically what you're trying to do is you're trying to strategically smash the earth together and grow the earth from the ocean until you have enough high peaks where you're then going to be moving your own workers around the board, shifting them on the tectonic plates, right? Because they ride with the landscape. And they're going to be building their own personal shrines across this area. You're trying to get a certain number of shrines built with a certain number of meeples placed on top of them. But the hard part is these meeples function in 3 different core integral ways. First off, over here on my player board, if I can carefully move this over, my player board is a cacophony of actions. And this is one of the core ways that your workers are going to function. Down here is going to be an entire row of areas where your workers can take their actions. And what's super cool about this whole row, let me move this so I can show the camera. What's super cool about this whole row is that they have to continue moving from place to place to place, just like you would in a worker placement game. But this is like an action selection where your workers get exhausted in one location and have to shift from one to another. Now, these locations have shift all tiles, and they get stronger as they go, where you're able to move higher level tiles all the way up to mountain tiles moving across the landscape. You have move a tile, set 1 space. This is going to allow you to move groups of tiles, but instead of shifting the entire row, you can like slide a column over. This is going to be erupt from 1 set of volcanoes, and again, this is going to grow bigger and bigger volcanoes, erupt larger and larger swaths of land will be created. We have send to or return from study. Study is where you're actually going up here, where you're gaining wisdom, where you're increasing what you're going to be able to score on towards the end of the game. And then we have journey. Journey is going to be where you venture out and move around the map. But like I said, the workers function in 3 different ways. They are the stuff you're using here to take actions.
Okay.
They are the things you're doing here to gain resources, to learn, to educate, to get victory points at the end of the game, which is like the objective of this, right? You're going to win if you make it to the top of that pyramid first.
Okay.
They're also going to be used to maneuver around the map. And when you lock into a shrine, which is one of the main things you're trying to do in the game, they're going to stay there.
So you lose that worker?
They're going to be stuck there. So it's this balance of manipulating the earth, figuring out what combinations of these puzzle pieces you actually want to play with. Okay. Because depending on what sliders you actually put up, because each one of these pops up higher and higher, depending on which sliders you manipulate, you have a different way to utilize the workers that you have. And then you have to decide when you start expending them. When you have them locked in place to score points, to drive endgame, but it also limits the amount you can do.
Wow.
But here's the other push. If you have not done that, and you have too many down here, let's say I have 5 people down here. Now all these spots are blocked as well.
So you can't do anything.
You have to do this balance of manipulating them here, sending them out to explore. You want a lot over here so you can take as many actions as possible, but you're limited based on the actions that you have. It's a really, really lovely puzzle game. Like you said, limited if not no luck.
Right.
But it's a really, really interesting abstract strategy game. And if you like those slide puzzles, it feels so much like that.
That's cool.
Like the way you're actually visualizing and spatially reasoning and smashing things together. Another neat part, which is just, it clicks once you see it. This connects to here, which connects to there, which swings around to here. You see? Mm-hmm. So the board is actually a tiny little mini globe. So that's everything cool. Wraps around into itself. So this is like one of your top, this is like the North Pole, and everything else is like squeezed down around, so this would be all the bottom section of it.
That's cool.
It's neat, right?
It's very cool.
Like, it's compelling. I was such a fan. I remember Jan, myself, and Alex from Board Game Co. were major fans of this when this was just like a little indie project. And then they got 5,000 backers on Kickstarter.
Wow.
And now they're going for like a full retail distribution, which is super exciting and super cool. You want to know the other cool thing they've done with this?
Yes.
One of the reasons why I love indie publishers is because they are more ambitious in some unique ways than big publishers tend to be.
For sure.
Right? You think about a game going to retail and like, this is good, right? That's all. That's all you need.
It's very good.
What if I was going to tell you there are scalable, custom, solo AI enemies for 2-player, for solo games? Every single one of these boards not only is its own unique character, like its own unique player, but also the back of them, depending on the challenge level you want, has a scalable...
oh, that's cool.
Every single one. And that's what this AI deck of cards is built around. So you have Automata of the Fertile Land, competitive. The Raging Fire, aggressive.
I like that one.
The Living Sun, challenging. And the Great Waters, friendly. And so depending on how you actually want to like feed the game and manipulate and add stuff in, you can also mix in an AI. It seems like, in my opinion, West, you and I need to do a AI of the Raging Fire.
Yep.
With, who would you be? The Fertile Land, the Living Sun, or the Great Waters?
The Living Sun.
With you being the Living Sun, I think I'd probably take the Fertile Land.
Yeah?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so. So that's a general breakdown of Oros. I'm just really excited to have it in hand. Now, do you want to do one of the favorite parts? One of the things I remember the most about this game?
Taste test?
No, not the taste test. Not the taste test. It's inside that little booklet over there.
Flavor text.
There is, if I remember correctly, some really lovely flavor text.
Across the eternal expanse where the sky and rock weave as one, the keeper of light and intelligence looked and saw many ancestors with mind of stone and sand. Upon the high place the wise one spoke, upon the echoes 4 elements returned, the great waters that give the fertile land that sustains, the raging fire that purifies, and the living sun that illuminates. Again the wise one spoke, light fused with flesh, and these 4 were fashioned into the likeliness of the ancestors. These 4 were given the mysteries of the mountains, and with this knowledge all elements obeyed. These the wise one sent to the four corners, saying, go down to the low places, among the mines of stone and sand. Find among them those who seek the presence of light and illumination, who would penetrate the origins of knowledge and hold fast to the wonderful mysteries. Hear now what wisdom is. Those who follow call your own, assign and they will obey. Form mountains and they will build, send and they will study. These few will I make as I, full of luster, full of glory. Now go down and ascend. That's pretty killer.
Isn't that good flavor text? Oh, it just makes you want to play.
That's good flavor text.
It just makes you want to play.
That is good flavor text.
Man. All right. We have Oros. We've opened it up. We've shared it with you. I've already talked about this game in the past. I think we're probably going to bring like a gameplay or something here to the channel very soon.
Sounds
so
like we should.
Leave a comment, hit the like button, subscribe, all that nonsense. I hope you're having a good holidays. We thought it'd be fun just to open up some stuff that we are excited about.
This is level 4.
Yeah. Delicious. We'll see you next time. Whatever the case, whatever you do, remember to do the important thing. Get out and play some games.